Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Here to close out the show with me, world champion auctioneer Charly Cummings. And Charly, we just had another world champion auctioneer on right before you, and he was so excited talking about, you could just hear the excitement in his voice talking about winning that title. Do you still remember that feeling when you won the world?
Definitely. I'm an old has-been now, right? But yeah, definitely. I mean, the excitement that comes with it and the joy. And I tried to warn him last night as we were playing a little golf that he's in for the most exciting year of his life. I mean, being able to travel to markets and being able to represent the Livestock Marketing Association and the auction method of selling, and he's going to do a great job. He's gifted with the gift of gab, and we're really excited and really excited to be able to not only listen to him today but watch what he can do for our customers here at Superior.
It is. It's going to be exciting to have a little new voice here this morning, but it's been a little bit since we got to catch up with you about the market since Corn Belt. Kind of talk to us about just a little recap of what we've been seeing in the market since Corn Belt leading up to today's sale.
We've just traded sideways, maybe a little higher in the feeder cattle portion when it comes to the CME. And when I look at that, it's like, man, what's the reflection of this thing, and which direction are we headed? Because I honestly feel like and believe within myself and the opinions of others that there's maybe not enough feeder cattle out there. So I think the basis is going to really close up and maybe even jump past the CME. But probably the encouraging part is that cost of gains have come down a little, not a ton, but a little bit. I think we'll see this new crop corn coming here in 3 or 4 weeks. I think we'll see that corn begin to drop a little bit too, and that's going to help us with that cost of gain. But we're getting these fat cattle traded really well. There's a lot of excitement built into that with what they're wanting to bid here on these fat cattle towards the end of last week or 2 weeks ago, towards right leading up to the 4th of July and then the end of last week.
Well, and we have a whole huge week ahead of us. With all of the things that have taken place, you just mentioned, happening in the market, what are we expecting to see maybe throughout the week? Are we looking at something similar to the market we saw in Corn Belt? Or are we going to see some big changes?
I think it'd be very similar. I mean, this week, we're light on feeder cattle from what we've had over the past years. I realize we do have 206,000 cattle, but just 70-some thousand of those are going to be feeder cattle. Where in the past we've had up near 100 or more. So we're a little light on feeder cattle. So we might see just a flick of a bounce, from an 8 1/4 to a 950-pound steer, and a heifer likewise. And when you're looking at a 7 to 775 heifer, you might see a little bounce there from what we had at the Corn Belt Classic or even the tall grass. But I think as this week is shown around those fall delivery calves, and I think we get started today on some of those that deliver immediately as well as some later in that 3, 4, 5, and 6 region. I think it'll reflect deeply what's going to happen later in the week, and I think we'll be straight equal with it to maybe 3 to 5 higher.
Well, and it's going to be a great week. Thank you so much. Looking forward to a whole week of it, and we need to make sure we do have deadlines coming up. Make sure you head to the website and be sure and be on the lookout for those deadlines. We'll let you get to it. Having a great day. When we join us tomorrow morning, same time for the next Superior Sunrise. We'll see you there.